Building codes. That's today's topic, so let's get into it. Rob Kolb, your Toledo area public adjuster, making claims great again. And if you guys are in the insurance restoration business, especially if you're a contractor in the insurance restoration business and you don't know your building codes, you better learn those in a hurry. So that's what I want to talk about today. And guys, I'll tell you what, I'll just flat out tell you, I acted as a contractor for 5 years prior to my time as a public adjuster, and I did a couple things that were in violation of the building code, totally unaware of it. And let me tell you something, these are not things that the municipality plays around with. So for example, especially if you're in a municipality that requires permits to be pulled, you know, there may or may not be an inspection at the end of that job, and depending on what you did or didn't do, it's very possible that you did something to that house that's not up to current building code. For example, I'll tell you one thing that I learned just very recently that I'm not aware of. Roof overs, can't do them. Doesn't comply with building code. Not allowed to do it. I don't care where, well, if your municipality adopts the 2015 version of the IRC, can't do them. So I definitely didn't know that. And so, you know, maybe let's say you're a contractor that you know deals with insurance claims, and let's say, for example, because most likely, again, I think most of you guys are just hoping for the best, because you know, do you really know what kind of coverage they have? Do you know if it's an actual cash value or replacement cost policy? And even more importantly than that, do you know whether or not that client has law and ordinance coverage? Because if they don't have law and ordinance coverage, the insurance company doesn't have to pay with bringing it up to code. And that issue can get very, very expensive really, really quick. And so, you know, I just talked with the client the other day, and they said, well, any of those things that the insurance company isn't going to pay for, let's just not do. You can't do that, okay? Because once again, as a contractor and as a homeowner, you have to comply. It's a law. You can't pick and choose what laws you abide by or not. So this is something we can have. We can have much discussion over. But building codes, knowing your codes is absolutely critical from a construction standpoint on making sure you're complying, and when you're doing a job, you're bringing that building up to current building code. And building codes is also an enormous tool you can use with the insurance company to argue larger settlements if you know your building codes inside and out. So absolutely just so critical. If you don't know them, start learning them. It's an absolutely essential thing for you guys to know if you're a public adjuster, if you're a contractor, or if you deal with insurance claims in any way, shape, or form. Know your building codes. That's all I have to say about that. Rob Kolb, your Toledo area public adjuster. Please give me a thumbs up on this video if you thought it was informative, and please subscribe to my YouTube page, Making Claims Great Again. I'll talk to you guys soon.